Desperate baby cow survives one of history's worst hurricanes by pretending to be a dog. For most people, cows are little more than barnyard animals known for saying moo, giving us milk, or becoming a future dinner. But recently, one cow's been gaining some serious notoriety for a different reason, and she might just change the bovine game for good. Born just outside of Houston, only days after a catastrophic event, this calf wasn't even supposed to survive. After all, the world around her was a mess. But then she did something unbelievable to survive. Before we get started, take a moment to please subscribe to our channel, leave us a comment, and give us a like. Just days after Hurricane Harvey tore through the southern United States in August of 2017, flooding city streets and country pastures alike, dog lover and electrical company owner Tammy Canton, age 43, and her husband were facing a dire situation. With 2 additional families and 8 dogs taking shelter inside their home in Fulshear, Texas, space was tight. Not only that, but the entire town was flooded. Then Tammy's husband spotted something that somehow made things even worse. Apparently, one of the family's pet cows had unexpectedly given birth just after the storm passed. My husband noticed the calf was in standing water, not nursing from her mom, Tammy told Today, and that wasn't even the worst of it. The water was extremely cold, Tammy added, and the pasture was holding quite a bit of water. Worse still, the calf was weak and shivering from the cold rain. What could Tammy and her husband do? Tammy knew the harsh reality of the situation. She and her husband had to do something, and fast, or the calf wouldn't survive. So with a house already stuffed to the brim with people and dogs, the family played hero. Tammy and her husband braved the flooded pasture and retrieved the newborn calf. She was so weak she could hardly stand, and she was shivering violently. She seemed too far gone for me to help her, Tammy said. Because the calf, which the family eventually named Harvey, had not developed an immune system, a veterinarian recommended the family keep her inside while she regained her strength. Just like that, Tammy set her up in the laundry room. For weeks, Harvey rested on a dog bed and guzzled hand-fed formula. Each day she became a little more strong, and the Canton family hoped she'd be able to return to the pasture. Thankfully, she made some unexpected and delightful friends while she recovered. As the 60-pound calf recovered, she was visited by the family's many dogs. On one occasion, the family's pit bull, Sealy, started licking Harvey, and she perked up instantly, Tammy recalled. All the dogs seemed to love her right away. What she didn't know was that it was only the beginning of something special. And so began several beautiful friendships that wouldn't be out of place in a children's story. Healed from her ordeal, Harvey quickly began to adopt the behavior of her canine pals, playing with them day and night. The affection was mutual, too. On her Facebook page, Tammy wrote, "Sealy loves to spend her time playing, cleaning, and protecting baby Harvey. These two have such a special bond." Of course, the Canton family's home wasn't exactly built to accommodate a cow, and as Harvey grew to over 400 pounds, she became a bit of a handful. No longer able to fit in the laundry room, the calf needed a new spot to stay. But the calf had grown accustomed to her indoor life and refused to graze in the pasture with the family's 6 other cows. Whenever Tammy and her husband brought Harvey to the barn to stay with her fellow bovines, she'd show up at their back door in no time, mooing to come in. So they constructed what they call a cow condo out of a shed in their backyard. It was Harvey's personal house, complete with an expensive space heater and designed as an intermediary between home and barn life. Still, in just her first night in the condo, Harvey abandoned her new home and opted to sleep outside near the main house's back door. Afterwards, she spent as little time as possible in her personal home, instead choosing to play with the dogs in the pasture. Unfortunately, as Harvey grew bigger, she became a danger to her friends. Her once unsupervised playdates soon required a chaperone. Her sheer weight and size could easily hurt the dogs if their roughhousing became too aggressive. To protect the dogs and for the sake of practicality, Tammy made concerted efforts to convince Harvey to act more, well, cow-like. She'd bring her out to the barn for short, quick visits, but the results were mixed. "We're slowly introducing her," Tammy said. "It's so hard not to go and just get her out. If she wants to learn how to cow, she'll need to spend some time with them." And so slowly but surely, Harvey learned how to be a cow. Still, her days indoors weren't over. That was because Harvey learned to open the back door on her own. Now she could visit the family whenever she grew tired of doing cow stuff. Still, there were rules. "I don't let her roam free in the house," Tammy said. "Just quick visits to come in and say hi to our dogs." And though Harvey was pushed to shed her canine habits for more bovine ones, Tammy couldn't help but bring her inside for some pampering every now and then. She even fed her the occasional dog treat. "It fills my heart with joy being able to spend so much sweet time with her," Tammy explained. "She'll literally lay her head on my lap and be at peace. Isn't that just the cutest thing?" What an adorable pet. Harvey's practically a 400-pound dog that sometimes also behaves like a cow. Check out these other videos from Let Me Know. If you haven't made the move to subscribe to our channel, all you need to do is click on that red subscribe button. Thank you for watching.